You know what, right? I'm going to do my best to stay calm, right? Because I'm getting sick and tired. I'm getting sick and tired, right? I know I'm a Chelsea fan, and I know I need to, as a content creator, I need to gather Chelsea fans together. No. There are some Chelsea fans that really get me mad. I'm talking furious because you chat so much rubbish, yeah? You don't know what you're talking about. So I did a video, right? A bit different from what a lot of people would do. They talk about their critique, they talk about what we did wrong and this, that, and the other. I thought, let me try be encouraged. Let me try and not be negative in the midst of us taking a defeat. Let me try and be positive. So be like, guys, look, let's just be positive. You know, we've got plenty more games to go. Yes, we've lost games in cup tournaments before, but we've gone on and won it. But this fool comes in and says, oh, you're talking old news. The players are inexperienced, which I can agree. There are some players that are inexperienced in the Champions League. But we have an awful manager? If we're going to be very critical of Maresca, he did make his substitutes very late. And I do believe in terms of putting players in different positions, like I did not agree with Enzo Fernandez in a 10. I don't agree with James in a DM position. I don't agree with that, right? Yes, it worked in a final, in the Club World Cup final, but I just don't agree with it. And I'm still, the jury's still out for me in regarding those two positions. That is it. In terms of that, I think Maresca's getting things wrong. But to say he's awful because of individual, these 3 goals from yesterday came from individual mistakes, which are coachable. You can coach it and you can get better. And I do believe these players, because they're not idiots, they can recover and they can get better and they can grow. We've got a talented group of young players. Some Chelsea fans want the end product. Listen, you better wake up because that's not going to happen. It's about development now. You got to be patient with what's about to happen to Chelsea because you're going to see in a couple of years' time, you will see the end product. If you can't see it now, please, and if you want it right now and you can't see it, get out of the club. Because I promise you, and this person whose comment I'm tagging, you were singing his praises. You've got Club World Cup all over your profile, singing this man's praises. And all of a sudden now, he has a bad game and he's an awful manager. Listen, I don't care if I'm a bad egg amongst great eggs, i.e. Chelsea fans, right? If you want to start being negative and start saying, oh, Chelsea are awful, if you want to start being negative, get out of the club. Please, I beg you, unfollow him, just like this person done. Please unfollow me right now because I will call every single one of you out. Maresca is not an awful manager. Yes, just like every other player, he has got a lot to learn and we need to give him grace. And I have been very critical of Maresca in the past. I have been, all right? But he has proved me wrong. And that's all I want him to do. Prove me wrong. I will criticize you when you're wrong, but prove me wrong. And he's proved me wrong until that time he does something bad. I will back the manager until I can see that he's no longer fit to sit as Chelsea's manager.